Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It's Friday. What the hell happened to Thursday? Well, yesterday, not fatigue. I went to do some physical therapy for my tendonitis in my right arm at DOC, Direct Orthopedic Care, which I highly recommend because you can just walk in and wait and not have to make an appointment to see a doctor, and it's great. So I started physical therapy for my tendonitis yesterday, and I got this new accessory. Much nicer than the crappy one I got from Walgreens 2 years ago. So we did some acupuncture with electricity added. That was a fun little twist. And just lit up my right arm. Deep tissue massage hurt like hell. So I've got 6 more weeks of that to look forward to. So excited. But, you know, hopefully we can put my arm back together again. It's now gone beyond tendonitis. Now it's, and beyond tendinosis, it's whatever the next one is after that that's become like a chronic condition because my body has gotten used to having the tendonitis. Normally it flares up and then goes away, but this has been constant for 2.5 years, ever since the first Y&T tour. And I get the steroid shots before the tours just to negate any symptoms. It's basically just, you know, masks them for a little while, like a month and a half, 2 months, sometimes up to 6 months. But anyway, that's what I was doing yesterday. And the doctor told me to not play guitar yesterday because of the residual effects of the electrical shock therapy, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, because it was really sore afterwards. So I just fucked off and did whatever I wanted. Well, how's that different from any other day? It's not. Today, it is Freeset Friday. And it's a double. Because I'm going to make the Name That Riff from Wednesday free to everyone as well. So just email me. I can't bend my arm very well. And over the weekend, I will send you out the the Name That Riff, which was Painkiller by Judas Priest. Congratulations to the 2 people that got that one. And not that you really want anything special, but you're going to get this anyway, along with everyone else that requested. And today I've created a generic living color preset because it covers a lot of their stuff, a lot of their heavy stuff, especially from the first record. And I'm going to show you the differences between these 2 presets because they started from the basic same, what did they start from? The same basic overdrive, which is the Kinky Boost, amp, RevGen Purple, IR, my custom 1982A Marshall IR, and calligraphic EQ. The other stuff is slightly different, although I think they both do have the dual pitch. No, they don't have dual pitch. There's dual pitch on the Living Color one and then a room reverb on the Living Color one. On the other one, there's slightly different reverb, and I think there's a modulation effect, but a mild one. I think it might be the 70s chorus. So let's go over here and check them out. All right, here we are at the Stomp, and the Name That Riff, which was the Painkiller, Judas Priest, has, let's see what it's got. It's got some gate, the usual gate. I always set it the same, basically. It's got a Kinky Boost, and it goes up when you hit the other snapshots for leads and whatnot. Amp is the RevGen Purple, and it's, you know, set accordingly, blah, blah, blah. And then these parameters change when I hit the expression, or I'm sorry, with the other snapshots. Same with the ripple. I think the ripple adds a little bit of a top end effect, so I remove it when I go to my leads. I do the same thing with the IR. And with the bias, I always increase that for the leads because it adds thickness to the amp, I think, girth. Now, with the high cut, I always reduce it. And I always usually raise the low cut a little bit. And I find it focuses for leads and removes a little bit, just a tiny bit of the bottom end, because I don't want a bunch of bottom end coming through on my solos. A little bit is fine, a normal amount, but I don't want it to be the same as my rhythm. But that's just me. The EQ is the same, I think, all around, yeah. And then there's dual pitch. Actually, there's dual pitch on both of the presets. The reverb is different though. The spring on the rhythm is thusly, and then the mix goes up when you get to the leads. Now going over to the other preset, the living color preset, the main differences are the room reverb. The reverb is a room reverb. The camera's not focusing very well. It's a room reverb, and the dual pitch is more. It's greater. There's more of it. And the levels are increased as well. The EQ is slightly different, removing a little bit more bottom end, I believe. And then let me get to the snapshots here. There we go. So this is the rhythm snapshot, and then the lead snapshot for the living color preset. Same RevGen purple, but with more gain. Zero presence. This one's a bit of a less top-endy sound, and you'll notice that when I demonstrate it for you. Less ripple to begin with, and the bias is about the same. The Kinky Boost is pretty much the same. When you go to the solo, whoopsie, I hit the camera. The boost comes on, and I love what the boost does on the Kinky Boost when you play leads, so that's why I use it. It's cool. Would you like to hear them? There you go, everybody. A fun Freeset Friday. It's a double. It's a twofer. Two for nothing. Two for free. Email me. I will send them to you over the weekend. And they are very, just ballsy, fun metal. It's good stuff. One has a lot more high end to it than the other. Slightly different modulations and reverbs. Both very useful with lead sounds on other snapshots. So I think there's only 2 snapshots in each one, rhythm and lead, because I didn't really need to get into complicated other sounds. Except for I think the Judas Priest one does have slightly different reverb, and then more reverb on number 3. So there are 3 snapshots on the Judas Priest one, but on the Living Color, just 2. So there you go. Good times. I will be back on Monday with something. God only knows what. I have no idea. Still contemplating working on the blue guitar with the HX Stomp, but I had a crazy idea that I might want to get another TCG system. I might want to get one of the black ones, and I know a guy who's got a bunch of those lying around, and I know he wants to sell them because they're taking up a bunch of space. They're not small. Each one weighs 22 pounds and has a box about the size of a fucking Mac box. So, and I think he's got 5 or 6 of them in his house. So, because he was one of the original beta testers, I'll tell you who that is later. But yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of the HX effects and then get a G system again. Run that with the blue guitar amp 1. Why not? What do I have better to do but experiment with fun things in this downtime? So I will see you on Monday. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Stay home if you can. I'm going out for takeout tonight. Gonna pick up some ramen from a specialty ramen place here in Austin, which is really great. Tatsuya Ramen. Delightful. they have a thing where you can do curbside pickup, which is awesome. And then nothing else this weekend. I have no plans. So just going to stick around here, go for some walks in the neighborhood, play guitar. You can do the same. And I'll see you on Monday. And until then, ow, rock on.